はい。日暮らしの泣く頃に水、
Oh.
鬼隠しをプレイされた皆さん、お疲れ様でした。
Okay. I guess so. Like we're starting the same way we did the very first tea party for Yumineko, eh? I guess having the characters go all, thank you for playing our visual novel right over here. And then I'm gonna go like, Ren, you're alive! Thank goodness. Oh, my poor baby.
いかがだったでしょうか。ちょっぴりでも楽しんでもらえたらとっても嬉しいです。
Yeah, it was really lovely. I absolutely loved this first chapter, that's for sure.
ちょっぴりも何も。
Satoko, my baby.
あんなすごいバッドエンドで終わられたらプンプンでございますことよ。
Yeah, in my case, it made me really sad.
プンプンなのです。
Rika, my baby.
今回の鬼隠しは全体の謎に挑む人たちが最初に通るお話。
Challenging the mystery, yeah. You know, I will say, and this first chapter offered a lot more than I expected, to be quite honest. If we were to tackle it as a mystery, I have like a huge notepad of details that I kept collecting about the murders of previous years, about all sorts of ideas and details that Keiichi said, that Oishi said, about Rena, all that stuff. Yeah, it's actually quite a lot. It's quite interesting.
だから実質上のプロローグの位置づけなんだって。そのプロローグがこんな凄まじいバッドエンドでございますの
？It is a horror story as well. Which, you know, I did say before that I'm not one to easily get scared, and I basically make fun of the first-person AAA horror games out there, like Outlast and Amnesia and all that crap. If I am to experience, something horror, I would much prefer in a book format or a visual novel. And from what I'm seeing, I loved what I saw. I didn't get scared as much. I did get some goosebumps here and there and all that. But I love the way that, most importantly, I love the way that this chapter presented itself. It's very descriptive, which is what I would have expected out of Ryukishi, because again, there were some horror segments in Yumineko as well, with huge descriptions and all that. There was that one point with the VIP room where Jessica entered. There was also that one moment in the closed room with the finger moment. You guys know what I'm talking about, for those of you who have read Yumineko. So yeah, the way that Ryukishi described these moments is surely it surely resonates with a horror story, that's for sure. So I gotta give you a thumbs up.
でもそういうのってあるじゃん。この最悪のバッドエンドを回避するためにプレイヤーさんが物語を模索していくのがこの作品の醍醐味だし。
Avoid a bad. Oh god, is this multiple paths type thing? I didn't know that. Okay, but no, this is more than likely gonna be a linear story, like Yumineko, I think.
まだ始まったばかりですよ。僕は次のお話が楽しみなのです。
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one as well, even though it's probably gonna take quite a while for me to get to the next chapter, because I wanna do some Yumineko stuff. I wanna do the next anime review, and well, I'm also gonna be doing an investigation video, or at least attempt to. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna come up with for the investigation video. Like, a part of me thinks that it's gonna be a big one, but at the same time, it kind of depends, you know, usually it depends on the stuff that I find out and the stuff that I'm gonna be talking about.
これからどんな話が待ち受けてるんだろう。レナは聞いてる？
They said the next chapter will introduce another aspect of the story.
他のシナリオにはどんな展開があるんですの？
Another aspect of the Don't tell me. We're actually gonna go meta on this as well. Actually, you know, first things first. Gotta go to the bathroom right now. Alright, I'm back. And, you know, I was thinking right now, like, speaking of the first tea party of Yumineko, I wonder if we're gonna go with something similar and a new character arrives by the end of this all-cast review type thingy. I wonder if we're gonna introduce like a new character by the end of this. For those of you who know, you know. With that being said, though, I am very curious about this Oyashiro-sama. They seem like a huge pain in the ass for me. Like, you have no idea. What does that mean?
今回の鬼隠しでは、Hinamizawaで近年起こった連続開始事件が紹介されたでしょ。例えば、みーちゃんのシナリオでは、Hinamizawaの古い歴史なんかが紹介されるんだって。
Ooh, nice.
異常事態の連続ですっかりわかんなくなっちゃったけど、お社様のたたりってどういうものなのか。いや、そもそもお社様って何なのかあまり説明なかったからね。
よくは聞いてないんだけど、でもなんか嫌な予感。またしてもたたられそうな嫌な物語です。
ケイちゃんも大変だね。今度はどんなたたりにやられるやら。
でもどんなお話になるのか楽しみでございますわね。
Where are we exactly? Is this like Oh wait, this must be like the same place where we went to eat with Oishi, right? Unless, I don't know. I don't remember. I have to check. It says right here like Angel Mort.
Hey, 遅れてすみませんね。
Hey, Oishi.
やあみんな。
Hey, Tomitake.
お疲れ様。
お疲れ。あれ、ケイちゃんは？
ケイチ君はもう次のシナリオの台本読みに行っちゃってるんだよ。
Oh. Well, isn't he like impatient, wanting to read the next chapter? Meanwhile, I cannot because, you know, I've got a lot of work to do for the channel, like, outside of just reading chapters and all that. And a lot of other stuff, like, outside the channel. It's not easy being me. Then again, it's not easy for Keiichi either, because he's the one who's suffering throughout all this. Like, more than I do, for sure.
主人公だから大変だね。
Yeah.
あれ？
It must be very hard for a male protagonist who is not aware of what is going on and nobody telling him what is going on or what his issues are or what kind of sins he had, so he has to push the boulder all the way to the top of the mountain. Yeah.
残念ですね。ちょっとだけでも顔を出してくれればよかったのに。きっと喋るワード数が多すぎて居残りなのです。
Okay. Poking fun at at the fact that you didn't have like sprites for Keiichi to begin with.
前原さんのセリフだけで普通のアドベンチャーゲームなら全員分の量がありますからね。
Because this is something that I mentioned previously. Like, at first we didn't really get to see Chie, the teacher, like, full on. But a little bit later we got to see Chie's appearance for the first time. Almost as if, like, Ryukishi was adding these sprites, like, these new sprites, as he was working through Higurashi himself. Like a continuous update of sorts, I don't know. Instead of, creating the entire Onikakushi chapter from top to bottom, and then putting, like, all that stuff. Feels like a blog rather than a entire physical book that you release at once. I don't know. Kind of like, I don't know, like a episode of an anime or something like that. I don't know.
しかし、ケイチ君やレナちゃんなんか特にだけど、大変なお話だったね。
But I guess that also brings in, like, that also brings to light Ryukishi's priority. First, it's the girls who get the sprites before Keiichi and Tomitake and Oishi, I guess.
大変も何も大体バッドエンドでございますわ。結局ケイチ君を襲ったのって正体は何なんだろう。
たたりに見せかけておいて、実は人間の仕業ってのが僕の推理なんだけどね。
でもケイチは最後に謎の電話をかけてきていましたのです。
うん、私もあの電話は変だと思ったね。あの時点でケイちゃんは犯人は人間だと確信してたはずなのにさ。
おかしな電話でしたわよね。なんかお化けに追いかけられてるみたいな。あの電話だけだとやっぱり犯人って人間じゃなくてたたりなのかなって思っちゃうよね。
せっかくですから意見を出してみようじゃありませんか。
Theories. I was gonna leave it for the investigation video, but I guess it kind of depends. If I can give a little bit of a teaser or something like that, I don't know.
じゃあ園崎さんから。
Alright, well, I am curious what you guys are gonna think about this.
私は絶対に人間説。Hinamizawaの怪しい昔語りかなんかになぞらえて誰かが起こしてる人為的事件だと思うね。
確かに毎年お祭りの日になると起こる連続開始事件なんて怪しいもんね。
その連続開始っていうのも何かの昔語りの再現なんだよきっと。
私はたたりだと思いましたよ。玄関で圭一さんが暴れたシーンとかラストの電話のシーンとかを見れば人間が犯人では説明がつきませんもの。そういえばそうだよね。
I mean, in regards to what Mion said, yeah, I do plan on talking about that in detail. It's a little bit surprising that these characters are actually talking about this stuff as if it's a murder mystery and they're putting on their theories. I should be the one to do that. And in such a straight way too. Oh well.
とても人間の仕業とは思えないシーンだったし。
僕はそれでも人間が犯人だと思うね。あの玄関やラストのシーンは追い詰められた圭一君の被害意識からの妄想じゃないかって思うんだ。
難しい言葉を使われても分かりませんわ。つまり怖がりの圭一が見た幻だと言ってるのです。
was so scared that he was imagining things. Yeah.
じゃあ、あのシーンの正体は圭一さんの後ろにいた謎の気配は何なんですの？
引っ掛けだよ、引っ掛け。
みーちゃん、引っ掛けってどういう意味？
富武のおじさまが言うようにさ、あのシーンは追い詰められたケイちゃんの被害妄想のシーンなんだよ。それを濃密に書くことでプレイヤーにたたりだと思わせようとする演出なんだよ。だから引っ掛けってわけ。
それを言われると、でも
まあそういう可能性もあるってことだよ。
だとすると、犯人は複数で村ぐるみっていう劇中の大石さんの推理は正しいのかな？当の本人の大石さんはどう思いますか？
私ですか？悩みますね。
あれ？僕はてっきり大石さんは人間説だと思ってましたけど。
劇中の私は犯人は人間だと断じてますが、人間が犯人だとするといろいろ不可解なことが多いんですよ。
例えばどんな？大石刑事さんの推理を聞かせてください。
まず人間が犯人だとすると絶対に動機が必要なんです。
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I can think of a person or multiple people being behind this. We still don't know the motive yet. And I feel like I talked about this before, like during this. Or if not, I guess I'm gonna talk about it like right here. Because, you know, we can say that somebody is behind these murders and... I don't know, I guess they're like... slowly but surely throughout the years they're gonna keep killing the people of Hinamizawa one by one, like slowly, gradually make the people of Hinamizawa cease to exist, like over time, so that nobody will think that the people of Hinamizawa got murdered, like by somebody, like the entire village got murdered by somebody. But no, gradually make it think like it's a curse and that people would die, like, throughout the years, like, easily. Like, somebody is hiding behind this to make it look like a curse that eventually killed Hinamizawa. Instead of, you know, putting like a nuke, like, in the middle of Hinamizawa and just killing them off, like, instantly, like, right there. That would bring like massive news in the world. Like that would be big news. But if you were to kill them like one by one, eventually when everybody in the Hinamizawa village gets killed, it will become like a ghost village. And not many people will think about that eventually after all the people died. So yeah, it sort of feels like a plan where the people of Hinamizawa will slowly cease to exist through time. And I did say that is quite a long game. That is quite a long and huge game that this perpetrator is doing, if that were the case. If it's not about specific people of Hinamizawa, then it would be like all the people of Hinamizawa that needed to be killed for some motive. What that motive is, I have no idea, because if we're talking about such a long game right over here, well, you're just gonna do that for a damn construction site? That's why you're gonna kill these people of Hinamizawa? For a dam? No. It has to be something deeper than that. Like I was thinking maybe it is some stuck-up rich person who wants to create not just a damn construction, but buildings in Hinamizawa just to make this a huge city. And since the people of Hinamizawa don't want that, that rich stuck-up person is gonna want to kill the Hinamizawa people, like gradually. But even then, that is such a long game. So, I don't know.
こういうことをして誰が得をするのかってことなんです。
つまりおじさま、人間が犯人なら連続開始事件を起こすことによって誰かが得をしなくちゃいけないってこと？
そういうことです。ダム開発の関係者が死ぬうちは利害も感じられましたが、近年の犠牲者はそれとも無縁です。
Yeah. I mean, you could technically say that the recent victims who had nothing to do with the dam, they were getting in a little bit too close to the truth, similar fashion to Keiichi, and they got killed as well. Even though they were not connected to the dam, they were connected to the mystery behind the murders, and the like people were like, no, you cannot do that, and so they killed them as well.
第一、前原さんを殺して誰が得をするというんです？
なるほど。そう言われると僕も弱いな。
Though, now that you mention it, the way things started, it's kind of weird, because again, it brings back the idea of how Oishi may be into this, because at the beginning, what did Keiichi do? He just read a bunch of newspapers and found out about the murders. That wouldn't really prompt the perpetrator to say, oh well, this kid is gonna be a danger, let's go after him. It wouldn't really prompt that kind of reaction. Like, in the eyes of whoever's doing this, what is Keiichi Maibara, the 14-year-old boy, gonna do? Nothing. He's not a detective. But it's more so that when Oishi appeared and told Keiichi about all this stuff about the murders and such, that is when this entire thing intensified, which makes you think that Oishi may be a part of this. But then again, that's another reason why we have to question the motive. Why? It's not as if they are trying to prevent it. It's more so that they are trying to instigate Keiichi being like a victim and all that, with Oishi's help. Yeah.
だってお金とかも取られてはいないんですもの。人間が犯人なわけありませんわ。でもそうとばかりは限らないんじゃない？さっきみーちゃんが言ったように、何かの昔語りの再現そのものに意味があるんだとしたら。
そういうこと。これは営利殺人じゃないんだよ。きっとこれは村の血塗られた歴史を再現するための何らかの儀式的殺人じゃないかなって思うわけ。
I mean, yeah, to hide behind that folklore.
では聞きますですが、それを再現すると誰か得をするのですか？
得をするんじゃなくて、もっと心理的なもの。僕は何かの復讐じゃないかと思うね。土着的な何か。今回のシナリオでは語られなかった因縁だよ。
Yeah, so that could be what we're gonna figure out in the next chapter, because you said that that this next chapter is gonna be about the history of Hinamizawa. I don't know, maybe we're gonna be talking about some clans from the past, like, you know, in similar fashion to how you had like Japanese clans in the past that more than likely fought against each other. Like, you had some sort of rivalry, and the people of Hinamizawa, at some point, they were a clan, and there was like another clan like outside of Hinamizawa, and the clan of Hinamizawa had something very, very special that the other clan wanted, so they fought over it. Maybe it's this. except now we're going a little bit more modernized. The people of this other clan are the perpetrators, and they're using something more, well, in my eyes, something a little bit more technological in order to kill the people of Hinamizawa and get what they want. But what is it that this other clan is fighting over? I have no freaking idea.
なるほど。過去にひどい扱いを受けた暴家の人たちが先祖の恨みを晴らすためにってな感じですか？
Yeah, something like that.
私はそれにも反対ですね。
じゃあ何？大石さんはまさかたたり派なわけ？
そうですわそうですわ。刑事役の大石さんが言うんですもの。たたりに決まってますわ。
劇中で前原さんが言うように、お社様が竜宮さんや園崎さんに乗り移って悪さをしているって考えると一番辻褄が合うんです。残念ながら。
実はレナも大石さんと同じ意見なの。あんなに優しかったレナやみーちゃんが突然おかしくなるなんて、そうじゃなきゃ説明つかないもの。
そこはミオンの私が言うのも変だけど、やっぱり私なんだと思う。
ミーの話の意味が分かりにくいのですよ。説明が欲しいのです。
ああ、ごめん。つまりさ、これってすっごく残酷な話なんじゃないかって思うんだよ。
何みーちゃん、それってひょっとして。
What are you saying?
突き詰めるとそうなるのかな。僕もちょっと疑ってる。
つまり竜宮さんも園崎さんも実は本当にああいう性格で、引っ越してきたばかりの前原さんを騙している悪魔なんだと、こういうわけですか？
そんなの嫌ですわ。ふわー、これは全部たたりの仕業なんですのよ。レナさんもミオンさんもみんな優しい、いい人がいいのですの。
No, they are, sweetie.
レナもそうだな。レナやミーちゃんって本当にいい人なんだって思う。きっと劇中で出てきた厳しいシーンは何かに取りつかれてたんだって思うの。
レナもたたり派か。じゃあたたり派の皆さんにお聞きしますけどさ、たたりが起こるからにはそれなりの理由があるんでしょ？無差別にたたるとは思えないな。そこんとこ説明できるの？
たたりはたたりですもの。人間の考えでは想像もつきませんわ。
I mean, this is something that I put into question as well. If we're talking about a curse, and you know, it was discussed before between Oishi and Keiichi how Oyashiro also attacks people that leave Hinamizawa and the strangers who enter. If Mion is cursed by this, what would be the reason? It's not like she quote unquote transferred like outside Hinamizawa. Rena did. I guess it makes sense for Rena to be cursed by this, but Mion? Nah. Doesn't really fit. But also Oishi right over here. For someone like Oishi to still be kicking it, like after all these years of investigating the murders, like a stranger kinda. He did say that he lived in Hinamizawa, but he moves out of Hinamizawa like a lot. And more importantly, he is investigating all this. Wouldn't he be cursed as well? And yeah, it is a little bit weird.
さとこちゃん、擬人化された神様という存在は結局は人間の生み出したものなんだよ。 だからその考え方も人間に理解できるようにできてる。ギリシャ神話の神様を見てごらんよ。泣いたり怒ったり嫉妬したり、とにかく人間的なんだよ。
つまりお社様もまた人間同様に何らかの利害に基づいてたたりをしているという。
変な言い方になっちゃったけど、つまりはそういうこと。
触らぬ神にたたりなしって言いますからね。な一理あります。
Far from Jupiter, far from his thunder. I did hear that before.
つまりお社様にせよ人間にせよ何か理由があるはずということなのです。
Yeah.
でもリカ、その理由がはっきりしないならどうなりますの？つまりはわかんないということなのです。そうだね。まだプロローグだもんね。明かされていないことがたくさんあるだろうし。
そうだね。現時点ではこれ以上の推理は難しいね。
いんにゃ、白黒つけないと納得できないな。
ミオンさんもこだわりますのね。
限られた状況で最大限に推理する。ちょっぴり部活感覚で面白いでしょ。
そう考えれば面白いかも。
じゃあ整理してみましょうか。
Oh?
私はたたり派です。富武さんは人間派でしたよね。
ええ、僕は人間が犯人ってことでいきます。
I don't really get why Oishi thinks it's a curse, but again, maybe it's a hint towards something, but no.
私も人間犯人説。もちろんたたりというファンタジーは嫌いじゃないよ。だけど今回の事件に限ってはたたりの線は薄いね。
人間派が2人出ましたね。リュウグウさんはたたり派でしたよね。
はい。レナとサトコちゃんはたたり派です。ねえ。ええ、たたり派ですわよ。レナさんやミオンさんのことを悪魔みたいに言う人の方がよっぽどたたりに合うべきですの。
そりゃあまあ、私も自分のキャラがそんな悪魔みたいなやつだとは思いたくないけどさ。部活モードの時にはクールでなきゃ。感情論だけで選ぶと大やけどするよ。
まあまあ、どっちを選んだっていいじゃないですか。
あれ、リカちゃんがまだだね。どっちだと思う？僕はお社様が悪い神様だとは思わないですよ。
あれ、面白い意見だね。
たたってばかりの悪い神様なら祀るのは嫌なのです。僕はたたるよりご利益のある神様の方が好きなのですよ。そっか、リカちゃんって巫女さんをやってるんだよね。
Yeah.
いい意見。
じゃあ何？リカちゃんはお社様じゃないって思うならやっぱ犯人は人間って思うわけ？
そういうことにしますのです。
ありゃまあ。
So I guess it's a little bit of a mix between the two. Rika is being a little bit, what is the word? Coy? Maybe it's the word coy, but like she's trying to say that Oyashiro does exist, and she thinks it's a bad person, but at the same time they are the perpetrator and all that. As for me, well, I gotta go with like a human perpetrator slash multiple people and all that. I don't really have like any connection with Oyashiro and curses and all that. You know, it's not the same as magic and all that. It's not something that you can that it will benefit you if you if you believe in curses and Oyashiro. It's not in my favor to think that it's that we're actually talking about curses and all that at this point. So I'm gonna go with human perpetrator for right now.
票がざっくり分かれましたね。
If you don't exclude mine.
たたり派と人間派で半々ですか。
Renachan, just for reference, what did the test players who played the beta version think? No. Are we actually gonna get some scores right over here?
Yeah. There were a lot more players who believed in the people explanation.
See? Right there. Our veteran comrades are cool, collected, and very observant.
But the beta version only finished partway through the story.
That's fine. Even the people who play the beta might change their minds if they got through to the very end.
どうすんのさ。これじゃ意見は半々。決着がつかなくて面白くないよね。
裁判官が奇数なのはつまりそういうことだからね。あと一人意見が欲しいな。
あ、ならちょうどいいかな。圭一くん本人に聞いてみない？電話で。たたり殺された本人の意見は貴重ですよ。そうと決まれば早速電話ですわ。
Alright.
もしもし、圭一くん、レナです。今お仕事お忙しいですか？
ああ、忙しいぞ。シナリオが1本終わって一休みって思ってたらすぐに次のシナリオだもんな。
ケイちゃんどんな感じ？忙しいって？
拗ねてる。
聞こえてるぞ、こら。お前ら打ち上げ会でいいよな。俺も出たかった。
収録の残りゼリフ数で僕たちの誰か一人でも抜いたら圭一も参加できるのですよ。
Yeah.
リカ、あの量でそれは不可能ですわ。あ、それでごめんね圭一くん。今回のシナリオでね、圭一くん、死んじゃったじゃない？
I mean, same thing goes for you, Renan, so I don't know why you're asking this.
犯人は誰だろうねってそういう話をしてるの。
つまりさ、ケイちゃんを殺したのは人間かお社様のたたりかってことで意見が分かれちゃってるのよ。
本当にごめんね。台本読みで忙しいところ。圭一くんはどっちだと思うかな？
そんなの決まってんじゃねえか。
どっち？
どっちなんてもんじゃねえよ。
Both.
村の怪しげな奴らに狙われて、さらにお社様とかいう怪しいのにたたられて。
Ah. It is one of my techniques. Why think of just one when it could very well be both?
人間もたたりも全部。これは何かの嫌がらせか。
かわいそうかわいそうです。今度頭をなでなでしてあげますですよ。
Okay.
結局意見が分かれちゃったね。
私ももう一度考え直してみます。見落としがあるかもしれませんので。
それでは引き続き日暮らしの泣く頃に水をお楽しみくださいね。
Watanagashi. Alright. See you next time.